Hello, and welcome to Notary Life with Kimmi. I am here with Angela from AJ Mobile Notary Services and Alexis with Mobile Notary Services by Alexis. You want to say hey, ladies?
Hey, you guys. I've been missing you in this Monday mentorship, but I'm back. So thank you for coming, and we look forward to our topic tonight.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to Mentor Mondays. I hope you all had a great last week. And I hope you all are ready for this week.
Yeah, we'll say hey to a couple of people and those who will join us on the replay. Hey, Rose, down, Notary down south. What's going on, Gina? Hey, Sharaya, Terry, Samantha, Gilmore, Wanda, Robin, Miss Cece, and Terry. What's up, people?
Audrey.
Hey, yes. And can you look at Facebook till I get over there? And see if we need to say hey to some people. Well, guys, welcome to tonight's episode. We are talking about, do I need a mentor or do I need training? And we're going to start out by saying we're going to be friends at the end of this, okay? It's not going to be pretty, guys, because we slicing and dicing tonight. Hey, Robin. Hey, Cicada.
Hi, Terry.
Marcel, welcome.
Hey, Marcel.
Marcel is doing something.
I was about to say it, Kim. Marcel is doing it.
Go ahead, Angela. Go ahead, because she was your student. So
I was just about to say hi, Marcel, and you guys. Marcel is killing it in these notary streets. She's got all types of stuff going on. Maybe we'll bring her on stage if we have time.
It's up to her. If he's, I don't know. Let us know, Marcel, if you feel like talking, because you are killing it out there.
He's killing it.
Marcel has even done oh my God, I can't even say it. Reverse mortgage application. I have not even done one. So I'm like, you go, girl. And Miss Joy is out here. Hey, Miss Joy. We just did a training session together. Hey, Sheila, Dee Dee, Eugene. We got a man in the house. Hi, Agape Signings. How's everyone? Yes. Hey, Pamela. So we're going to get started. Alexis has a story for us. We're going to let a few more people get on, guys, and we're going to get right into our hot topics tonight. All right, Alexis, what's your story, girl? What happened?
For a second.
All right.
Okay, what happened, Alexis?
All right. So this story takes place some years ago. This is with the topic, do we need training or mentorship? Okay, so this was some years ago. Like I said, at the time, I was in my car driving, and I heard a radio ad about flipping houses. So that caught my interest at the time. You know, I was trying to figure out what's my next thing I want to get into, being an entrepreneur. And at the time, Atlanta housing market was booming. You heard it everywhere, just like now. And I ended up going to the advertisement. It was like a little meeting. It was free. And basically, it was 2 hours. They claimed, you know, you were going to get some education. That's what they made it seem like. When we walked in, I mean, they gave you a notebook, a pen. Like, I really thought, you know, it was like a training session. I knew it was a catch somewhere, but I just really, you know, walked in feeling like I was going to get some information. So 2 hours in, and at the end, I looked down at my paper, and I didn't have not one note written down. And I realized that for the past 2 hours, that's the moment I had a realization for the first time in my life that salespeople being able to speak that sales language and get a sale and get you roped into something, that is an art. It is an art. And we all have failed for it plenty of times. Key example, the car lot. We all been there, done that, right? So I realized that this flipping home seminar, that they didn't give me no information. 2 hours I sat there and they just talked in circles.
Did they feed you?
Huh?
Did they feed you?
I don't remember getting food, to be honest. They may have gave you a bottle of water. I don't remember.
Okay.
I remember. But yeah, so at the end of it, they basically wanted you to purchase another seminar, which was like a few hundred dollars, something like that. And at that point, I was like, okay, this doesn't sound right. It just sounded real scammy to me. So I personally backed up out of it. But I do know someone who went through with it. So getting to that, I asked them, like, okay, what was the next step? Because like I said, I didn't go through with it after. It just didn't feel right. So they went through with it, and long story short, they ended up having to pay that $200 plus thousands of more dollars in order to get in the loop of this company to flip homes. You had access to different things like their contractors, you had access to their lawyers, you had access to different things in regards to flipping homes, different softwares, right? But they kind of made it like it was going to be a mentorship. You were going to have access to a person to ask them questions and get information in regards to flipping homes and things of that nature. And long story short, they didn't do anything with the information. I mean, they said when they got to start going, it just wasn't working out. It just wasn't as easy as they made it seem. It was still key pieces that you kind of had to keep paying for, or it was key pieces that you would have to continue to do research on, which is fine. We all should do research, but it wasn't as laid out and mapped out as the program, they thought it was going to be based off of what they were told.
Right.
So, I just say all that to say we all get roped into things, and looking back on that situation, just like I told them at the time, I was thinking it seemed like you could have more so, because they invested a lot of money, it seemed like you could have kind of played around with it on your own and did some trial and error, got some training as far as you doing your own research, speaking to some people. You might have to dig a little more. It might have took a little more time. You know what I mean? But I feel like you didn't have to pay to get a mentor in order to build your business when it came to houses. Because I know people who've done it by themselves without having to pay thousands upon thousands of dollars.
Right. And it seemed like you still walked away kind of
and
not knowing what to do.
They didn't. To this day, they never used the information.
And so just because somebody is talking and they sound good like that person with Alexis, that doesn't really, even though they may know, that doesn't mean that they're going to give you the information you need in order to be successful. Because the whole problem with that is, like Alexis mentioned, they wanted you to pay another $200. Then how much after that, Alexis? $30,000. But at the end of the $30,000, you still don't have what you need in order to obtain and be successful that you wanted to carry out.
Very good. Well, thank you for sharing. And it's happened to all of us, especially the car thing. I done bought my share of cars. Lord knows if I could do anything different in my earlier life, it would be the car situation, because I've done some really crazy stuff. They say the worst accidents happen on the showroom floor of a car dealership, because that means you done bought something you ain't supposed to. We're going to say hey to a couple more people. Thank you for sharing again, Alexis. And then we're going to get right into our topic, guys. So, hey, Marie, Danielle. Let's see who else. Hey, Tamika. I loved your interview with Leah. Not your interview / the selling package that you did with Leah today on Boss Up with Leah, representing Georgia. Hey, Ansley. Taisha. Hey, Jermaine is in the house too. We got some men today. Yes.
I just did a one-on-one with Taisha on this weekend. She's gonna be amazing.
I heard Taisha, you about to kill it out there too. Jermaine, hey, welcome. Doc DT, how you doing out there in New York, girl? Your blood pressure come down from last Friday? Girl, she was out here and she showed out. If y'all didn't see her interview last Friday on this mentor on this channel, go back and check it out. How's your blood pressure doing? Hey, Erica, Sharia. Okay, we're gonna answer some questions in a minute, guys. Okay, welcome everyone. Audrey, everybody, welcome. If I missed you, I'm sorry, but please welcome to the show. So we're gonna get right into it. So for now, guys, I want y'all to do me a favor. We're gonna ask some questions, and you tell us, do you think this particular person asking this question, so we ain't talking about you, wink, wink, but we're just asking some questions. If a person is constantly asking this question, do they need T for trainer or M for mentor? And put it in the chat. Right now we're doing T for trainer, M for mentor. Okay, I want everybody participating. The first question is, if somebody is constantly asking, what type of ID can I accept? Do they need training or a mentor? What do you think? Come on, this is Jeopardy. Give me a few minutes. T or M? And let me say, hey,
Pamela J.
Shirley. Uh-huh. What do they need? Do they training? Yes. Come on with it. Now, what does Y mean, Marie? I hope that was me a T.
I was gonna say they close together.
They need training, right? How about this one, guys? Somebody
Marie, we want to know what Y means.
How about this one, guys? If someone is constantly saying, what is an acknowledgement? Do they need training or mentorship? T or M? What do they need? Training or mentorship? Which one? What is an acknowledgement? These are basic notarial duties. What do they need? Let me know in the chat. And welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I see more T's. Yeah, I think so too, right?
Facebook. We got a lot of T's on Facebook.
Facebook too. Okay. We got a few more, guys. If somebody's saying, what is a jurat and how do I administer an oath? Do they need training or mentor? Which one? What's an acknowledgement, jurat, and do I have to administer an oath? What do they need? I see a lot of T's. I would totally agree. Guys. How about this one? What do I need to write in my journal? Does that person need training or a mentor? Now, Angela had a couple, and then I'll come back. What's yours, Angela?
Well, I don't know if I should say this one, but if someone takes a picture of their notary certificate and says, what am I supposed to put in this space? No matter what the space is on the notary certificate or the notary block, do they need training or a mentor?
Okay, we got a few M's on mentor for that, for the last question. So we're gonna push back. Why do you think that person needs training, Angela, based on what you're asking? Why do you think they need training? Maybe we need a definition too of what a trainer is versus a mentor. Yeah. Let's stop right here and let's ask that, because that should have been the first thing. So what's a trainer versus a mentor? What's your thoughts on that, Alexis?
So a trainer to me is, I have knowledge, I'm sharing it with you. You're going to take that knowledge and implement it, on whatever that looks like, right? A mentor is someone who, they give you knowledge, but it's on a, I don't want to say case by case basis, but depending on the situation, it's somebody you can kind of go to. In our line of work, let's say, I have a question about a document. It seems like people are like, I want a mentor, so I can go ask every little question I have to this person, so they can guide me. So that's kind of how, to tie it back to our field of work, that's what I feel that everyone is kind of the mentor and trainer. That's what they're using them for. Trainers, my mentor, I have a question. I need this question answered, or I need you to guide me on this particular problem. Let me call you and email you.
And what about you, Angela? What's your thoughts on the difference between a mentor and a trainer?
So I'm going to go back to my military days.
Y'all better get ready.
So when you are in the military, each person has a job. And before you do that job, you have to be trained and skilled in that job. For instance, nobody knows this, but I copy Morse code. So before I could do that job, I took a 6-month training class, and they trained me how to listen to Morse code, what to put, and those type of things. So once I finished the training, I did not have to ask any questions about being a Morse code operator. When the Morse code came over, I knew what to type. So when it comes to a mentor in that field, I would need it to be mentored if after I'm doing my job and I had to fill out some paperwork, not directly involving my job, maybe something new, then I would need somebody else to coach me or mentor or meet me on what to do with this particular thing. I would not have to ask them the basics of copying Morse code. Like if I wouldn't have to ask them, what does that mean? If I hear that, like, I don't know, what does that mean? Well, that's the basics to do my job. So transferring that to the notary field, as a notary, if we don't know how to do anything else, we should know how to fill out a notary certificate. If we don't know anything else, we should know how to guide the person to sign on the line where it says signature. if we know nothing else, we should know how to change the venue on a notary certificate if it comes from a different state. That's Notary 101 basics. Now, a mentor is exactly what Alexis said. If you're doing a loan signing and it's something not usual that comes up, then we may say, oh, I'm not familiar with this. I need some help with this. Or if you get a 400-page loan signing document, it's a lot of information in that document. A mentor or a coach would help you through that big package because you're not accustomed to doing it. But basic Notary 101, signatures, notary certificate, that's some training you need.
So I love both of your answers, and I really love, I'm reading the chat also. So I'm going to read what they say because I'm in total agreement. I don't even think I need to give you my definition because you guys already know. How about, let's start with the notary down south. A trainer equals to teach and a mentor is to guide. Ooh. Danielle says,
I love it.
Yes, Danielle says, I think a trainer will educate you on the course and the mentor will give you advice on certain things. Gilmore Wanda says, mentor is to maybe keep them motivated.
Yes,
and again,
that's it.
The notary down south says the mentor equals guidance.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. And Audrey says, mentor one-on-one information. Training is someone to teach you what to do. You gain knowledge from what you're learning. What? There's nothing more for me to say. But I gotta say something. No, but I'm gonna say something anyway. Y'all got it. So I feel the same way as you all. A trainer is gonna have you building you the capability to do what you need to do to get your job done. A mentor like Angela and all of you have already stated in the comment is a 1 or 2 one-off. Okay, something tricky, something you haven't seen, but you should not be calling somebody or wanting to hire you a mentor to ask them what type of identification can I take. That's not going to work. That means you lack training. And in order to be a good notary, I'm going to say it, and I've heard pushback recently. People say you need to know more than just stamping a document. You need to know how to stamp a document. That is your primary role as a notary. You must know how to notarize. You must know what an acknowledgement is. You must know what a jurat is. You must know how to administer an oath. That is basic 101. That's it. That's it. So we got a few more questions for you guys. So again, we're going back to our little game.
And
go ahead.
Let me add to that, Kim. I'm going to add to that because that's the most important thing, because if that notarization is wrong, if that certificate is wrong, then that whole document is invalid. That's the whole purpose of the notarization, is to validate the document and the sign.
Yeah, it's invalid.
It's invalid.
So
if that notary is invalid, they're going to send the whole package.
You're really freezing up, Angela.
Maybe go out and come back in.
But we heard you though. So yeah, let's go back to I lost my thought when I said that. So what Angela was saying though about being properly trained, and we talking about a stamp. That's what we're talking about. So when somebody tells you that, oh, you need to know, we teach you more than how to stamp a document. If you don't know how to stamp and they sending your work back, they don't care about your marketing. They don't care about your magnets. They don't care about your nothing, okay? The paper needs to know how to be stamped. How are you stamping the document? If you don't know how, then you need training. Okay, they don't care about your marketing. They don't care about your cute flyer. They don't care about your marketing package, your ink pens, your magnets, none of that. Business cards, flashy, whatever, okay? So let's get back to our little game really quick. We got a couple more. So do you need training or a mentor? Let's go. If the person is constantly saying, can I notarize an out-of-state document? Do they need training or a mentor? Which one? The document is out of state. Can I notarize that? What if both signers are not there? Both signers are not in the same location. Can I still notarize the document? Is that a training issue or mentor? Okay. How about this? Can I notarize wait a minute, do I have to have training for all 50 states in order to process their document? That's a training issue. You do not have to be trained in all 50 states. You are a notary for one state unless you are dual commissioned. I'm a notary for the state of Georgia, but my documents are going to come from all over the world. So if I know how to notarize, it doesn't matter what state it came from. It doesn't matter. I'm a notary. You're a notary in California. Someone else is North Carolina. We got all 50 states represented, right? But if you're a good notary, great notary, it doesn't matter where the document came from. It doesn't matter. You just need to know how to notarize. So we say all that to say this. Get proper training, guys. Don't try to fake it till you make it. Okay. Be cautious of where you spend your money. Angela did have a little thought she was going to share about that. I don't know if she still wanted to or not. About spending the money. Uh-oh, can you hear me, Angela?
Because in Kim and Alexis, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Am I still freezing up?
Nope.
No.
So the thing about this is that many of you have taken our course and we appreciate it. The first thing I want to say is that many of you have come to our course and said, literally, this is no exaggeration. I've spent $500. One person in particular said I spent $1,000 and I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm saying that to say, even with our training, investigate, be careful what you pay for, because if you're going to spend $500 or $1,000 and you still do not know how to notarize a document or look at a loan package, then that's a waste of money. And it has really hurt me for some people in particular who have spent so much money and still had to come and take a training from notary educators or somebody else because they had spent so much money. And the other thing I want to say about training is when you are trained, take good notes so you can go back and look at your notes. And so you won't have to ask the question about, should I fill out this blank space or should I fill out that blank space? So training is no good if you're not going to take the training that you've taken and use it effectively. So if you're going to sit in a training class for 2 or 3 hours and not take notes, especially if you've asked great questions, if you're not going to take notes and use it to your advantage, it's a waste of your money, it's a waste of your time, and it's a waste of trying to build your business because you're not going to be able to do it. So be careful about, and just because I sound great or I sound good, I'm charismatic, like Alexis mentioned earlier about the thing she went to for the investment. There are some people that know how to talk, and it sounds great, and you think you're going to get a whole bunch of stuff. And at the end, you're looking at the end and say, wait, I'm still waiting for the punchline. I got the joke, but I didn't get the punchline. So just be careful. Investigate, like I said, our training and anybody else's training, because we've had lots of come through, have had training, literally spent hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars and still didn't know what they were doing. So you're here to build a business. Be good. This is the first start of being a good businessman, good businesswoman, by leveraging how you're going to spend your money. And when you spend your money, being able to use it effectively to start your business and grow your business.
Yeah, I totally agree. So let's ask a few more questions now, guys. So now we're going to ask you, is this a business decision or do you need a mentor for this? Okay, here's a few for you. Okay. If you are wondering what color business cards do you need, is that a business decision or a mentor decision? Which one? What color business cards? I don't know. Should they be orange, blue, black, gray? What kind of decision is that? What do you think? B for business or M that you need to ask somebody that, your mentor? Which one? You need to pay a mentor to see what color business cards you need. Let me know. Mentor or business decision? Which one? B for yes, that's a business decision. That's a business decision. So you as a business owner, and in this day and age, everybody like to say, oh, you need a mentor. Someone on Facebook said they need a mentor to pick their cards. Okay, that's fine. And if that's what you need, that's what you need. That's no problem. Marcel, look at her.
And just remember too, if you're not aware of like colors and things like that, Google is your best friend, and I'm just saying, just so you can save some coins when it comes to asking certain questions. If you do want to know about what colors stand out, what colors draw emotion, what colors this and that, because it's a science to colors and
It is.
having a business. Guess what? Videos on YouTube are free. Google is free. So we have to kind of do our research sometimes. We don't every question doesn't have to have us going to somebody. We can sit down at a computer and research a little bit. And
it's nothing right. And that type of question is something that's perfect for our Facebook group. If you have not joined Notary Educators Facebook group, there is someone in there that wants to give you an opinion.
Yes.
Okay, so we do not mind giving you an opinion. So put it in Facebook group. But don't call me, Angela, or Alexis and say, what color business card should I get? I am working. I don't have time to answer that question.
And people will offer us money too. And I don't want to take your money. That's not me. I'm not going to take your money.
Well, we're keep asking, I'm going to take it. If you keep asking. If you keep asking, I'm going to take it. So I'm just kidding. I don't want to.
So
that's not us. We are not those people.
We are not those people. So back to what Angela was saying earlier, actually, and Alexis, we prefer to do intake calls. So that's why we have you fill out the contact us information over at Notary Educators. Many of you have come through there and asked, what do I need to do? So we take 5 to 10 minutes and answer those questions for you. We want to know a little bit about your history. We can ask you a few questions in 5 minutes, and we know where you need to be at within our training program. And it's not that many choices. Either you need to know how to notarize, you need to know how to build your business, or you need to know how to be a loan signing agent. Mm-hmm. Do you need 300 modules and test after test to be a notary? You do not. Now, if you like modules and you like 100 of them, that's fine. But is that really necessary? It's not that complicated. It is not that complicated. So we're trying to save you some time. That interview that you're doing module after module after module, let's cut through it. Let's get right to what do I need to know to do this business, okay? And that's why a lot of you get frustrated. You spend money, and then it's like, I still don't know anything, but I'm just spending money after money. So we give you a free, note again, free intake call because we don't want you just buying anything with us. Which course do you need? I had a conversation with a lady on Friday. After I talked to her, I was like, you know what? Sound like based on the kind of person that I'm hearing, you're kind of the type of student you are. I think our online course will work fine for you. So she bought that. I haven't heard back from her. And then that's another thing too, the way you teach. I've sold many courses and the few questions that I get back, slim. Why? Because I want to give it to you straight. I don't need you to keep coming back to me day after day asking me the same thing. And I'm charging you $5 for this phone call, $20 for that one, $30 for this session, $40. I don't even have time for that. I want you to get what you need, that all of us do, and then you move on. We got the next student waiting. Okay, that's how we roll at Notary Educators. So a couple more questions for you. Is this a business decision or a mentor decision? What logo should I pick? What logo should I pick? Is that a business decision or a mentor decision? Business or mentor? What logo? What flyers should I choose? Business or mentor? I see a lot of B's. So that means bosses. B for boss. Okay? B for, you got to make some decisions. This is your business. Boss. This is your business. Very good. Okay? I got a couple more for y'all. Hold on one second. I gotta find my notes. Oh, what type of payment should I accept? I don't know what you want to take. I teach you what we do because a lot of people don't know how to start their notary business, and that's okay. I actually have a little course about that, how to build your business. That's fine. I get that. We are not taught today in school, most of us, how to properly build a business, right? So I'm good with that. I want to teach you to build your business. And we do that at Notary Educators. We don't just teach you how to stamp, which is important, but we teach you how to build a business. And that's why when we push back sometimes and we may say, well, what do you think? It's not because we're being mean. We want you to be the boss of your business. And that means you have to decide what color this will be. You have to decide what payment you will take. Did you ladies want to add something to that? I do have a few more.
Yeah, just what you said though. A lot of the questions that I personally get, a lot of them are, I mean, simple as business decisions, you know? Um, how you want your logo to look, that's a business decision. I mean, I understand why people feel the need to reach out and see what everyone else is doing. But a key thing here I have to remember too, when I was starting my business, sometimes you have to remove yourself from what everybody else is doing and come up with something unique in order to stand out amongst thousands of notaries, thousands of loan signing agents out there. So yeah, sometimes, I mean, and then also what might work for you might not work for me. You know what I mean? So a lot of it, I just really encourage people to do research. I can't even say it no other way. Just simply do your research when it comes to
And
your business.
back to something else. Did you have anything on that, Angela? Because I had one more thought. If you guys have questions for tonight, go ahead and start dropping them in the chat because we're almost done with our topic and we want to help you with your business. Okay. And this is Mentor Monday. So we do offer mentorship. It's
Just that
completely free.
my daughter, this just to add what on what Lexus said, because my daughter has a business and we talk about business often, and she says, Mom, really, your business should reflect who you are. So everybody is different. And so your business has to reflect, the tone of your business has to reflect who you are. That includes your business card, your colors, everything. I've seen Kim's business card. She had a way before me. My business cards look nothing like Kim's business cards. And so let it be a reflection of you, because you're the boss. And that's the first beginning of making boss moves. And when you own a business, I've had like 3 different businesses. And when you own a business, you're going to have to make business decisions all the time.
Yes. So go ahead, guys. If you have questions about your business, because this is Notary Mentor Monday. So never let it be said that we don't believe in mentorship, because we do. That's what we're here to just kind of chat it up. What do you need? But training is something different. So I will say 2 more things. And I heard somebody else recently say this, and I kind of loved it. They were like, you cannot receive your full-blown notary training in a Facebook group.
Yeah.
And I love that. I thought it was beautiful. You cannot. Sometimes you're going to have to invest just a little bit into yourself so you can be a pro at what you're doing. So
And
I'm all about self-teaching. I'm all about self-teaching. You guys know that. And if you're going to self-teach and get it correct, good job. But if you're going to just kind of willy-nilly and piece it together, your business is not going to be successful. Alexis, please.
I was just going to say, and also, just like you said with Facebook, a lot of things you might not be able to find on YouTube. YouTube is a great resource, but I remember a lot of people were saying, oh, I'm so glad I found Kimmi because she's in Georgia. So remember, notary, our work is state specific as well. We're notary of that state. So we got to find people when we are doing our research on YouTube. We can't maybe look at everybody because what works for this person, they might be out in California, might not work for me out here in little old Georgia. So remember that too. And remember, back to the basics, that handbook. A lot of people don't read their state handbook or know what they just jump into the game and they don't even know what their state requires, the different rules in their state when it comes to being a notary. So that handbook holds a lot of weight too. When you do have those questions as basic as where is this supposed to be signed or what does this mean, that handbook has a lot of great information in it.
True. And this is the last thing we'll say on this, and then we'll move on to the chat. So again, go ahead and put your questions there, whatever it is that you want to talk about this evening, anything you want to talk about notary related. My last thing I will say is just be cautious of people that make it seem as though it has to be complicated. What do I mean by that? Again, people that have 50, 60, 100, 200 different modules, and you have to do all that to learn how to stamp a paper. I don't think so. It's just not that complicated. So be cautious, because just because it costs more it's a longer term. Doesn't mean that's what you need. You do need a little basic training, but it don't take that much, y'all. It really don't. So all that being said, all of our online courses are on sale. That's Notarize Like a Pro. If you do need to know how to do an acknowledgement, jurat, or any of that, it's on sale for $24.50. That's till the end of this month, June 30th. The I-9 form, if you have not added that to your business, we have already had many people having success with the ink fingerprinting also in our Notary Facebook group. The course is $24.50. I have a free video on how to do ink fingerprinting. I have a free video on the I-9. But if you want to do it like a pro and know all the ins and outs, then you will have to get the course, and it's on sale. And you'll make it back on your very first sale, I promise you. And then also build your notary business. And we were talking about that earlier. In that one, I take you step by step how to build the business. What are you going to accept for payments? So you do need to know those kind of things. And again, we're not beating up on you guys. We love you all. You know, we answer all your questions. We are available through Facebook. Many of you have already had a free intake call with us or purchased the online courses. And Angela, they still talking about our apostille. We're going to put that on Angela in a minute. So guys, it's always our pleasure to assist you with your notary journey. Again, feel free to contact us at Notary Educators, LLC. .com and fill out the free contact form, and one of us will give you a call back to see where you need training. What do you need to be spending your money on? Okay, so that's it. That's all we got for you. So let's answer some questions.
This one thing, Kim.
Yes.
So briefly about building your business and being a business owner. I've had 2 calls this week. So I live in Lilburn. Those of you who are familiar with Gwinnett County, Georgia. And I went to do a signing in Stone Mountain the other day for I-9 because the girl said nobody would pick up their phone. She said, I called 3 people. I said, I always ask, how did you find me? And she said, oh, I found you on Google. She said, but I called 3 people and nobody picked up their phone. Pick up your phone. I mean, I get that literally almost every week. Somebody's calling me in Lithonia and I go Lithonia, Stone Mountain, because they said nobody picking up their phone. So as a notary, I don't know whether y'all running from the bill collectors or not. I'm just saying, but pick up your phone because you're losing business when people call you and you don't pick up your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we're going to start answering some of these questions. I'm going to just hop in there while you got, who's supposed to read? Angela, Alexis, which one? We on 822 with Brian.
Okay, I'm going to start there.
Alexis, because my computer is kind of
okay.
slow.
And we want to say welcome to everybody who's joining us now. If you missed the conversation we talked all about today, do you need a notary mentor or do you need training? Which one? Very interesting conversation. So go back and watch it if you missed it. And welcome on the replay. We appreciate everyone being here. And we are on Brian. And hello to everyone that's just joining us if we did not get to give you a personal shout out. We appreciate you being here. 822, Alexis.
All right. Brian says, just FYI for North Carolina, there was a petition about travel fees. So voices have been heard. Have wait to see what SOS does about the petition.
Well, Brian, I appreciate you keeping us informed with North Carolina.
Brian.
That's one of those tricky states, North Carolina, where they're limited in their travel fee, right? But Brian shared with us, and also Angela did her homework, and there's a little workaround with that based on what they found. That if you have an LLC, you could charge that to the business travel fee versus just a regular notary. So you might want to look into that and research that for yourself. And again, Brian, we thank you for representing North Carolina. Agape Signing says awesome. So they must be in North Carolina too. Next.
All right. Danielle says the problem is, in my case, the money was already gone. You don't know what you don't know until you need to do it. There are some shady people in these notary streets.
Yeah, and we get that. That's why we try to do as we can to really help people. A lot of times people even ask us, how do you guys make money? Your prices are so low. Well, we still work. So, we work. So if you buy something, great. We love it. If we can help you, it's our blessing to do so. Yeah. But I still got to eat if you buy training from me or not. I still got bills to pay. Georgia Power don't care if you buy Notary Educators course.
Right.
I still stamp papers every day, but I'm not funny. But I am saying that, we're not just about the money. We're not. We want to make some money. But we're not just about the money. We really want you to fly, because guess what? If I help Danielle, she gonna tell the next notary, girl. And I just had that happen. Matter of fact, the person I just told you bought the online course on Friday. I said, how did you find out about us? She said another notary had taken our training and had told her about it. The other notary had taken training months ago. So you never know what seeds are being planted out there. That was months ago. And she said she talked to her, and her mother and her sister wanted to start a business. So they reached out, and again, they bought the online course. So did they buy the most expensive thing, which is a live training with us? Nope. But they bought the other one, and they're going to be just fine. So she'll tell somebody else, and then they'll tell somebody else. So our Facebook group, guys, we have over 660 members, and we just started 2 months ago. 2 months ago. I love our Facebook group, and not just because it's ours. I love our people in the group. People are sharing knowledge. They are sharing their experiences. If you have not joined, and a lot of you, please don't think we're saying, no, you cannot join. It's 4 questions to answer. Most of you only answer 3. So you have to answer all 4. The 4th one is, do you agree to the group rules? So if you don't agree, then we're going to say declined with feedback. And then you have to read. Number one thing being a notary, you got to read. So just accept the last part and then come on to the group. It's about 20 people I know for sure that we recently declined, but it's not that you can't join. It's free of charge. We don't charge. That's where you're going to ask people, what do you think about my card? What do you think about my logo? What do you think about this color? That's where you're going to ask those questions, because there's somebody on there that's got an opinion, as I said earlier. So come over to Facebook, and we'd be more than happy to help you with, what does my Google page look like? We'll look at it. But when we get time, in the free Facebook group, you don't have to pay anything. It's completely free. So join us over there, okay? Next question.
I just wanted to add to Danielle's question really quickly. Yes. And that's why this topic was really important to me personally, because I get a lot of people who are willing to just shove money at you in order to get information. When, I mean, that's great, but just like Danielle said, you can spend money and you still walk away not knowing things. And you just, you're just willing to give out money, but are you getting the information you need? So that's why we just keep it real. Some stuff you really don't have to spend money on. You can really research it yourself. Just take the time out. So this
topic, let us train you properly. Because I do get that a lot too. People, and I appreciate it, guys. People all day long say, let me shoot you a Cash App. And I'm like, no, you don't have to shoot me a Cash App. I'd rather train you properly.
Yes.
I don't want your
Cash App. Take you out to lunch. Like she said, we're appreciative. I'm so appreciative.
Yeah, we get that one a lot too. Hey, can we meet for a coffee? Can I pick your brain?
Or we get somebody that's been trained and will call us and asking us questions. The first thing I say is, who's your trainer? Can you call them? No, I can't get through. You guys are the only one we can call. Sorry. Can't help you. You paid $500 for somebody else to train you, but you calling Notary Educators and you got questions. We taking away time from people who are in our Facebook group, people who have paid for our trainings. So we really can't do that. We want to help everybody, but if you pay $500, $300 for somebody else, we're not going to take the time, or people that are paid for Notary Educators trainers to, train you on the phone, or we're not taking time away from people that have spent their money with us.
Or taking time from our own assignments. So that's why we did create the Facebook group. We're constantly in there, all 3 of us. If it's something that our peers cannot answer, because we have an excellent group, honestly. We got some people doing some stuff. They have been loan signing agents. They've been notaries. They are skilled at marketing. And I mean, honestly, I got a few tips in there. Somebody just dropped a tip in there. I think it was Marcel the other day about a new scanner that you can put on your phone completely.
Yeah, I downloaded it.
And it's really fast. Do you remember the name of it, Alexis?
Yep, I got it right here. Genius Scan.
What is it called?
Genius Scan. It's the orange app.
Yeah, Genius. So that was a gem right there. So there we go. Yep, we can see it. Yep. Yeah. So I mean, we give all kind of gems in our Facebook group. I love our group. If you guys don't mind, would you mind clicking the like button for this live? I always forget. Click like,
Oh, you forgot
subscribe, and all
that.
that. Yeah, please, if you can. Thank you. We appreciate it. What's next? What's the next question?
All right, Marcel was saying I wasted money on loan signing with another training and did not learn a thing. Yeah,
So
unfortunately.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we're sorry, Marcel, that happened. But now you with the right people, girl, and you are flying. She's done a seller's package. She's done a
You are
reverse mortgage application. She's doing good. And she said she's not even really marketing yet. So it's putting a little fire under her.
Okay.
What's next? Yeah, you guys are doing amazing. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Audrey Smitherman says, use our resources. Yes, Audrey, use your resources. Thankfully, we have Google. That's my best friend. And then Samantha Hamrick says, where should I go on Facebook because I'm overwhelmed with the videos? Help.
So our Facebook group is Notary Educators. So you just sign up there. As far as being overwhelmed with the videos, what's overwhelming you? Are you trying to self-teach yourself something? Are you overwhelmed because it's just so many different channels? What's overwhelming? What do you need help? Where can we help you tonight? Where are you at in your business? Mm-hmm.
She said again at 8:33. She says, after I complete the
and
application.
watch Kim's videos. They're short.
She said at 8:33, after I complete the application for my notary, what's next?
Training. So reach out to us. Let us have a conversation with you. Fill out a card over at notaryeducatorsllc.com and we will give you a call and guide you on what your next step should be. Okay. That invitation is for anyone that is serious about their business. Okay. So don't fill out a contact card asking what logo you should pick. Do not fill out a contact card asking what color your color scheme should be, your palette. Don't fill out no contact card for that. But if you need help with your business, that goes in the Notary Facebook group. So now we got to see where do we need to put our question. So a question like color schemes and all that, that's Facebook. You want to know how to build your business? That's Notary Educators. Okay, because we might help you with that. Training, always Notary Educators. We are trainers first. Okay. Next.
I was just gonna slide this in there really quickly. Remember, all questions in regards to like notary educators or courses or anything like that, please ensure that you all use the contact card online. Like Kimmi said in a couple videos ago, don't Google us and call our work phone because that is our work phone number. So it's a little difficult to distinguish between, training calls and then our actual notary business calls. So please, all training questions, anything in regards to that, please go through the contact card on notaryeducatorsllc.com, please.
And right now, as we are speaking, there are people trying to sign up for the Facebook group. You must answer the last question. Do you agree to the group rules? If you don't, it's going to say decline, and then you're going to have to go back and answer it. Okay, so make sure you do that. I did have a couple people, guys, reach out. And I'm going to tell y'all a pet peeve of mine, just so y'all know. I'm going to be full disclosure right now. And it's not a lot that kind of like ticks me off. But don't shoot me a message and just start asking me a question about your business. How was my day? How am I doing? That's kind of rude. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like it. Don't do that. At least hello. Hi, how are you? And then your question. I'm not no robot. I am not your instant Google page for notary. No, I'm a person. So you can say hello at least. Because I'll push back and we'll have a 10-minute conversation, me asking you hello first. Then I'm gonna get back to it. I'm like, hello, how are you today?
Yes. So Angela. I have to since you said that, Kim, a shout out to I have to give a shout out to T from TL Signing because she texted me the other day, and the first thing she did was acknowledge and recognize that she know I'm busy and she own business, and so when I get the opportunity, can I call her back? But it was a business related question where I needed to call her back, but I appreciated that she acknowledged that, she know I have a business and I'm going to take care of that first. So I appreciate that from TL Signing.
I remember you said that, and that stuck out in your mind. And we appreciate that, guys. Just say hello first, and then you can ask your question. But if you don't, I'm gonna push back. I'm gonna be like, "Hello, how are you today?" We're gonna have a 10-minute conversation because my dad was very, very, when it came to manners and stuff like that, you don't just walk in a room and you don't speak to people. You take off your hat when you walk in, old school, you know what I'm saying? And I actually had a bank job, and my bank manager, me and my husband went to the bank recently, and the bank manager, she walked through the lobby on her way to lunch, and I get that. She didn't speak to us or anybody. She just walked right through with her purse. Lobby full of people. And I get that you're going to lunch, but customer service, the way I was raised and the way my work ethic is, walking through the office, I would have said, "Hey, everybody, how's it going? We'll be right with you." Set the tone for everybody that's waiting. She bouncing through with her heels and click, 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 like she's so important. No, that's my one of my bank managers. He said that's like the living room of your home. The bank was. He was really big on customer service too. And you walk through the lobby and you just say hello to everyone. Just a quick hi. So I'm gonna get off my etiquette soapbox right quick. What's our next question, Alexis?
All right, let's jump back in. So Danielle Edwards says, "I never had a business before, and I've heard that many businesses fail in the first year. I don't want to fail, so I ask questions of people who have successful businesses."
I think that's brilliant. I do.
Yeah,
It's just make sure you use the right space. So most of your questions like that will probably end up in the Facebook group. And hey, what kind of business card do I need? Hey, da da da. And we do not mind answering questions there.
And
No problem.
No, not at all. And she also was just saying, "I ask only those standards of opinions I value, like prices.
Yeah.
You really don't know what to charge sometimes because many notaries do not share their prices."
And again, they don't have to because that's a business decision. Don't forget, that's part of your business plan. What do you want to charge? We're going to do a whole thing on pricing in the next couple weeks. We're going to do a whole thing on pricing. That is a business decision. Do somebody else have two things on? Because I hear a little feedback.
Yeah, I hear it too.
So what Alexis charges is going to be different than what I charge. What Angela charges is different than me. We all charge different, all three of us.
Yep. All right. Audrey Smitherman says, "I also think that reading your state booklet and Kimmi is not complicated, very impressive, and important self-teaching."
Yes, the handbook has a wealth of information. In some states I did the training with Joy. Joy is in Indiana. Indiana has a nice notary handbook, y'all. If you're in Indiana, you need to have your handbook. I'm telling you, your Indiana handbook is nice. It is nice because we train all 50 states, guys, all 50. So, but Indiana, they got a nice handbook. So get your handbook. There's some of them out there. I feel bad for you guys. I ain't gonna lie. But Indiana got a nice handbook. So if you in Indiana, you can hear me. Get your handbook. It's free too. It's online.
Oh wow.
Yeah, ours is not free. We have to pay $10 per hour. Yeah, so get your Indiana handbook.
Yeah, we have that.
Next.
All right. And then Nancy Alexis says, "Do you have an apostille course?"
Let's let Angela answer that. Angela.
The answer is it's about finalized. Kim and I looked over it. What day was that, Kim?
Yesterday we looked at it.
But it's about finalized. So this is a key. If you're in the Facebook group, you'll be the first to know.
Yep. Everybody in the Facebook group will be the first to know about the new course.
Yes. So it's coming, guys. In the meantime, I do have 3 videos and I'm about to drop one tonight if it ever updates about common errors that people are making while doing apostille. So check it out. It's coming hopefully tonight. I just uploaded it, but it's being processed through YouTube. So I gotta wait on them, but it's a really good video. It's kind of based on the conversation Angela and I had yesterday, actually. So apostille training is coming. In the meantime, you can check out my 4 videos, or three or four, I can't remember. And then Ty, the Abnormal Notary, has about 6 videos on her channel that I've watched, and they are good. You can take some notes on that. It's not gonna give you everything you need. None of them will give you everything, but Angela's working on a more comprehensive to keep it. It's not complicated. That's our theme over here. So she's working on it. Okay. Are we ready for Brian?
Yep. Brian says, what coverage price on error and omission should a notary get? 25,000 or 50,000?
Alexis, what's your thoughts?
So back to the business decision, but I will give you a little insight. I mean, you have to just think about what you're doing. I mean, if you're, very active, all you do is loan signs all day. Maybe you have like some heavy hitters that you're direct with. Maybe you want to go for a higher coverage package. If you just do loan signings here and there, they're just a mix, in with your general notary work and your other things under a notary umbrella, then maybe you want to go to the $25,000 package. So that kind of goes back to that business decision aspect, and maybe doing a little research as far as like what are you going to be doing and how that matches up with how much errors and omission insurance you need.
Yeah, so in my case, I have 25,000, Brian. I've been able to work very well with that. I hear people have $1 million policy. So let's go over what errors and omission covers really quick for those who may be new. Errors and omission insurance covers every single time you stamp as a notary. Every single time, right? Some people would say it doesn't cover you in loan signing. That's not true. That is not a true statement. Errors and omission covers you in the role of a notary. Loan signing agent is a title. So what it doesn't cover for loan signing is if you forget to drop the documents off to FedEx or UPS by 5 o'clock, it does not cover that. If I accidentally drop this bottle of water on the package, the documents get wet. Now they can't go out. The person's missed their deadline. The interest rate has changed. It does not cover that. So I have to tell y'all something I did today. They say confession is good for the soul, right? Really quick. So I had a signing at Dunkin' Donuts. It was a seller's package. I ordered my coffee because my client was late, about 5 minutes. So I ordered coffee because we were sitting in Dunkin' Donuts and they kind of looking like, are you going to order something? So I said, let me just order some coffee. So my coffee came, and you guys know I have a video where I say, you can't drink no coffee around my package, right? I don't let the client do it, so I shouldn't do it either, right? So my coffee came all hot with that hazelnut. You think I wasn't going to taste that coffee? So every time I would get him the package, his part to sign, he had to do something. I'm drinking it. Nothing happened. It didn't spill or anything, but my point is that's not covered under your errors and omission if I had spilled that whole cup of coffee on my package. So the lesson is don't be drinking during assignments because people will offer you stuff. Can I get you a tea? Can I get you water? Can I get you coffee? No water at the table until we finish signing. Okay. Then we can drink, we can eat, we can talk, we can do whatever. But while we signing these documents, no. It also does not cover if you trip and break your leg. If you hit the signer's mailbox, you are not covered. If you step on the dog's tail, you are not covered. Okay. It does cover you though, for everybody listening. Every time you stamp as a notary, your errors and omission covers you. Okay. Every time you do acknowledgement, jurat, administer an oath, you are covered. Call the NNA. That's where we buy our insurance. We buy our insurance from NNA. Okay, next.
Sheila says, where do you get the intake card?
Oh, just fill out the contact us card over at Notary Educators. It says contact us. Just click the contact us and we'll get an email and we will call you back. Normally same day. Normally within a couple of hours. We try to rotate it between the 3 of us. So hopefully, normally we have a 24-hour turnaround, but it's never really 24 hours unless it's on the weekend. Okay.
All right.
So
All right, Joy King says for marketing to hospitals, nursing homes, etc., do you mail cards, flyers, or email or in person?
We'll let Angela answer that about nursing homes, and if Alexis, you want to take the rest.
So I have several nursing homes that and care facilities that call me directly. I just dropped in, talked to the director, left cards at the front desk, and they call me all the time. And this week, as a matter of fact, I went to a nursing home, and there were two nurses at having a break on the front porch, and they stopped me and they were like, "Well, who did you come to visit?" And I said, "Oh, I said no one in particular, but I have visited several people here." I said, "I'm a notary." And I said, "I have cards at the front desk. When they need a notary, they call me to facilitate the signing." And they said, "Oh," they said, "Can we have some too?" So I gave two more nurses cards, and they're going to be calling me if they need somebody to notarize something in their area, because there are two areas, the front and the back. So I just dropped, the last week I came by two care facilities. I go in, I introduce myself, tell them what I do, tell them what the patients need, and they drop the cards off. They always take them. A couple of them haven't called me, but who knows, one day they will. But I do have regular people that call me from the nursing homes.
And we just had that in the chat today. Somebody mentioned that they left some cards somewhere, and they were saying the hospital couldn't find a notary, and they were only person. It was something to that effect in our Facebook group today. So kudos to that person. Matter of fact, that person left that comment, and then another notary followed up and said, "You gave me hope because I didn't think I could leave cards with the hospital." So yeah, you can. Yeah. Next.
All right. Taisha says, I thank God I found you ladies so authentic, straightforward, and just not for the nonsense.
Nah, girl, life is too short for that. We done seen some life happen, and once you see some life, that's why I'm even a little more vocal in some stuff. Sometimes I put a little bit too much sugar on, but it's kind of like, yeah, right, not today. So it's our pleasure, though. We're so glad you found us too. You've been a joy to work with. You really have. Next.
And then S. Roberts says, I'm assuming Google My Business page.
Mm-hmm.
I need a call.
She said toast.
So for those who don't know, we did a survey the other day, and we were like, is your Google business page like a bowl of fruit, like colorful with mangoes and bananas and everything? Or is it dry like a piece of toast? And the responses were really funny. Yeah. So she's saying that was in our Facebook group too, guys. So she's saying it's a piece of toast. So maybe you can look at some of the videos. I have about 4 or 5 videos, a playlist created thanks to Alexis. I was kind of willy-nilly with my channel because I have over 200 videos. But the playlist now is in Google My Business. So check those out for free. And then if you need an expert opinion, Alexis would be the go-to person. And she has her own block on our webpage. Okay. NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. Okay, next.
And Terry C says, I'm taking your online classes. I plan on getting my commission this summer, but when I do, I'll take the Zoom classes. Can I still do the intake call to ask questions regarding steps for me?
Yeah, Terry. And actually, if you do the online class, you may not even need the live training unless you just want to talk to us. So yeah, let's talk about it because we can get you set up since you already invested in the online. Mm-hmm. So if you did the Notarize Like a Pro, that one is going to teach you how to notarize, and then the Build Your Business is going to show you how to build your business. So if you still want a one-on-one session or something, yeah, but fill out the intake thing. I thought we talked before, Terry. We ain't never talked.
I think you have talked to Terry.
You talked to Terry?
I mean, I've seen her on here a lot, so I don't.
I know I talked to Terry. Terry, we ain't never had a conversation. If not, fill out the intake card, though. We'll call you, okay? It would be our pleasure. All right, next.
All right. Audrey Smitherman says, should we use our regular phone as well as our Google number?
I'm gonna say now, yes. What you say, Angela?
TRB.
That would be a business decision. That would be a business decision. But I'll answer that though, because now you want to say something, Angela?
No, I just said she wasn't on earlier.
Yeah, so I will say now I recommend people have a separate Google number. When I first started, I did not. I felt like, okay, I'll just use my regular number, which I still do, right? But if I was starting my business over today, I would say have a separate Google number. That way, you know who's calling you in comparison to your friends calling, or because most of my friends are in my contacts. I do have everybody name type normally. So I usually know when it's a business call. But if I could separate my life a little bit more, if I knew my business was going to grow the way it did, I would have did that initially. But now all my numbers out there is the same thing. So I don't want to start over. But like I said, if you're just starting out, go ahead and check into the Google My Business. I mean, yeah, the Google Voice. Go ahead and check into that.
All right. And then Miss Chocolate Thunder says, I have a question with pricing. Do you all charge different prices for different documents? Example, do you charge more for wills, deeds, health directives versus for letters, school docs, etc.?
Angela, you want to talk about pricing for a minute? And she's in Georgia.
So pricing really depends on where you are. Even in Georgia, even in Atlanta, pricing depends on where you're located, because I wouldn't charge what they charge in where my daughter lives in Brookhaven or in Fulton County. I charge less than they would charge. But the short answer to your question is yes. Real estate documents, I charge more than just a letter or a written note that somebody write, or school documents. And personally, I try to be a little lenient with school documents because they're with families. But the answer to your question is yes, there are different prices depending on the document.
Mm-hmm. So I'll give you an example really quick of what I do in Georgia, just so you can see how people charge differently. In the state of Georgia, you can charge $2 per document, per signature, whatever. I don't even charge that. I charge my travel fee, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my travel fee is consistent of the following: my credit card processing, I put all that in there. I put my mileage is in there. How long is it going to take me to go from here to there? What kind of document? And I wrap all of that in what's called my travel fee. So I don't itemize that on the receipt. That just looks like my travel fee is $85. Travel fee is $50. My minimum to leave my home now is normally around 40, but I'm kind of inching up to 50 nowadays. Just depending on how far I have to go. Again, if it's just a school note, $40 to go around the corner, pull my car out the driveway. So again, that's just how I price. Some people, another example is someone that mentored me. He charges $2 per stamp, travel fee of 50, 60, whatever. Also, he charges a $5 credit card processing fee. And we had someone on her recently that charged all those fees, and she said she gets her money. So it's all of those things are what we call business decision. What do you want to do for your business plan? Mm-hmm. So for me, I don't charge a credit card processing fee. I don't charge a Cash App fee. I don't charge any of those fees. It's all inclusive of that one large travel fee. So I like to keep my business simple. If you guys know anything about me, I always say, what? It's not that complicated. Keep it simple. So I'm not sitting there 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, plus $5 credit card processing fee. Plus I'm gonna charge you $2 because you ship me, $3 because I had to say hello. I'm not doing all that. $4 because I put on my blue ink pen instead of a black. You know what I'm saying? So it's all on your business, whatever you want to do. All right. What's next, Alexis?
Queen Moore 999 says, just joining the program. Would like to have a mentor that's not out for the money. Where's the course and mentor information? I would be delighted to be a part of the season Facebook group.
Yeah, so the Facebook group is completely free. Everything else that you're talking about, we're going to have you go back and rewatch the video. It will upload right after we finish, and it's a very deep conversation. For training, though, notaryeducatorsllc.com, okay? notaryeducatorsllc.com, and feel free to join the Facebook group. Notary Educators, again, completely free, okay? You do not have to have taken one of our classes to join that group.
Nancy Alexa says, hi, Kimmi, is it possible to be my mentor?
Hey, Nancy. So check out the video as we talked about it earlier. We don't offer a lot of one-on-one mentorship. We rather train you to fly. So this is our form of mentorship. Facebook group is our free mentorship. So we do a lot of things for free. So again, go back and rewatch this video about a mentor or trainer and determine what you need, okay? And we'd be more than happy to be a part of your journey. visit us at our website. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
The notary down south says, I was trying to convince my niece in Georgia to become a notary. Sent her your link to your Notary 101 video at Notary Life with Kimmi.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate it. She came all that's Renita. She came
That's
all the
our
way
girl. She been with us from the beginning. She been with us from the beginning.
From the very beginning. Renita is the truth. So she came all the way from Florida to our Georgia meet and greet. So we'll never forget that. Believe me when I tell you. Next.
All right.
And tell you she need to get on board, girl. Get that money. Okay.
Really? Oscar Perez says, Kimmi, Angela, and Alexis, 3 minds, 1 goal to help. No strings attached. What a blessing. Thank you for donating your time.
Oh,
Mr. Oscar, we appreciated your Facebook post the other day. It was so sweet. I showed my husband, I said, look at what Mr. Oscar wrote.
Right. That was very nice.
We really appreciate it too.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because the more that we give, the more we hear that, and it just touches our heart, guys. We really do want you all to succeed. So I'm of the mindset, I win, you win, we win. I've always been like that. So yeah, that's how we feel about it over here. Next.
Helpful Hannah says, new notary needing to get started with general notary, but I am not a social media girl.
Well, you don't have to be. Everybody don't do social media, but check out the Facebook group. If you do have that, is going to be a good way to start. Fill out a contact card so we can see what you need, where you need to be at over Notary Educators. Fill out the, what is it? Contact me or something like that. And then we'll call you. Okay, Hannah, so we can see where you need to be at. Samantha, you are welcome. What's next for Pamela? What is Pamela talking about?
Pamela says, I have recently started watching you, Miss Kimmi. You are wonderful. I love how you explain the process. Some notaries waste your time instead of getting to the point.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And when I started the channel really quick, that was my whole purpose. If you wanted to know about what a will signing is, that's what that video is about. Mm-hmm. Most of the videos are very succinct. That's why so many of them, over 200. So if you want to know how to do your business card, it's a video for that. It's strictly about that. A business voicemail, it's a video for that. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Paula Batson says, Kimmi, last week you said we can check your Google My Business page. How do we go about that?
So I do have the 3 or 4 videos on Google My Business. You can look at my personal page. It's None Better Mobile Notary. I'll put it in the chat. Don't call me from that number. I told y'all that's my real number, y'all, for my business.
That's my real number.
That's my real number. It's None Better Mobile Notary Services. So you can look at my page. I don't mind. If you see something there you want to copy, I don't mind that either. But just do not call me from that number, okay? Because that's my business number.
Please remember, all questions go through notaryeducatorsllc.com. Please.
We usually call you back right away.
Yeah, we will.
We'll call you back. But please don't call us off Google. Please, please, please.
Mm-hmm. Notary Educators. We got a couple questions really quick on Facebook. And what I'm looking here, somebody said, do we use Mile IQ? I don't. I use Notary Gadget, which keeps track of all of my mileage and my expenses. I do have a link over at Notary Educators. Again, everything's at the website, guys. Literally everything is over there. The supply list, anything you want to know is at Notary Educators, LLC.com. Yeah, I use Notary Gadget. Do either of you use Mile IQ?
No, I use Notary Gadget.
I did try it before. It's not a bad app. It's just, for me, Notary Gadget just has everything I need.
Yeah,
one stop. Yeah. Next.
Michelle Lanier Poole says, hi, I'm late joining. What is the Facebook group?
Yes, Notary Educators LLC. Yep. I'm sorry, the Facebook group is just Notary Educators. Mm-hmm. And make sure you answer all 4 questions. It's 4 questions. It's free to join. Uh-huh.
And a lot of people just talking about the pet peeves. People just start talking to you.
Yeah, y'all. At least ask me how I'm doing. Y'all know I've had a lot going on the last few years, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Just say how you doing, girl. So what was next?
Helpful Hannah says, also, long time viewer of Kimmi specifically and love her heartfelt YouTube content that has excited me about getting into the game. I am on the verge of publishing my free Google page, but I am nervous.
Don't be scared. Are you scared because of training or lack thereof, or what's got you scared? Let us know.
Yeah. And watch
Okay.
her videos. If you need help, if you're ready to set up an appointment, just contact me and we can go over that.
Yeah.
Tamika Gray says horrible customer service will destroy your business, especially in the age of social media. Common courtesy is free. Treat your business the way you will want to be treated, period.
We got a couple of comments on Facebook. That's so true too. Customer service, y'all know we big on that over here.
Mm-hmm.
That goes a long way. Connie says she was so surprised that I called her last week. It's such a delight. I sure will. Especially you talking about you having a problem with something. We got you. Kareen says, I want to enroll in all of your classes. Let's have a conversation and make sure what you need. You can check out the online classes too. So fill out the contact us card. All right. What else? Notary Educators is where you fill out the contact us card. Mm-hmm.
All right. Hannah says again, Indiana resident here, ladies. Where would you ladies suggest picking it up? Thank you.
Oh, the Indiana handbook. You just Google it
Online.
Yeah, Google it. Google Indiana Notary Handbook. Very nice handbook. I mean, I was very impressed with Indiana. I was very impressed. Next.
Naomi Selena says, hello everyone, I'm in Texas. What is your recommendations on business phone line?
Oh, did you say business online? Yeah, we already talked about that. Google Voice. Yep.
Google
we
Voice.
finished talking about that. Google Voice. So you can go back and watch that in the video. This particular video, we just talked about it. Mm-hmm. Oh, Ty had to get that. Should catch the replay.
Oh. Saisha says, lunch is over. Thanks for your time. I'll catch the rest of the video on replay. Signed by Kelsha says, I believe reading in general regarding notary is vital. You can't jump in this business and never read. Read for your understanding and then ask questions.
That is the truth.
Amen.
Amen, amen, and amen. If you don't take nothing else away tonight, signed by Cleisha. Signed by Cleisha. You have to read. And I'm not a big reader myself. Angela say, girl, you saw that email from such and such? Nope. Now, I read you guys' email, but just reading naturally is just not my thing. I'm more a visual person. I guess that's why I like making the videos, because I like to explain visually using my hands and my face and stuff. So I'm not a big reader.
Kim's the video, I'm the reader.
Yeah, so we kind of balance each other. I'm like, did you see? She'll ask me, did I see something? No, I ain't see it. And y'all know what they say. If it's in the book, people ain't going to read it. So we got to read it. Okay, next.
A Day with Diva says, I'm excited about the apostille. I want to take the course. How much is it so I can save for it?
You have to join the Facebook group. Facebook going to be first to know.
First to know on Facebook. Angela's rolling it out hopefully very soon. We're going to start with the Facebook group. Okay, Brian I guess next.
Brian says, I have ordered the Apostille Agent Survival Guide by Judy Lawrence and Matt off Amazon.
Yes, I actually have that too, Brian. When they first started, we were all part of the launch. So I'm also big on TNT over there with
Bill Soroka.
Yeah, so we were over on a Tuesday and he was like, support them, which we did.
Yep.
So we ordered it when it first came out. Yes. Nice book. And Judy knows a lot about apostille too. She's actually helped Angela and myself on different phone calls. So if you get stuck too, in the meantime, Angela is our go-to person and she will help get you going. Okay. Actually, let me say one more thing about that apostille too, really quick. With the apostille, in the meantime, guys, if you get one and you're unsure how to process it, Angela has been helping to facilitate it for you. She'll either teach you like a short crash course on how to do it, or she's not saying it right. She's not saying. Well, let me let you explain it. I'm sorry,
Angela.
So it's not as easy as teaching you a short crash course. I will facilitate it for you. If you get an apostille, I will do it, and we'll just split it half, and that'll be it. That's how I'll facilitate it for you. But the course will be out literally any day. I'm working hard to just complete it since it's almost done. But it's like I was explaining to somebody the other day that wanted me to shadow me, to facilitate, to shadow somebody, to shadow me and to do that. I got to turn this on. To shadow me doing a apostille. You'll see when you take the course that it's a lot of phone calling, it's a lot of follow up, so it's hard to shadow doing an apostille. And Kim and Alexis both know that. You know, it's a whole process you have to do with phone calls and making sure everything's correct, making sure you get the right information and all that. So I will be happy to facilitate by just doing it and just splitting it after expenses straight down the middle.
All right. So now we know. That is clarity. Okay. All right. So don't call Angela for no crash course. Let me tell you that. I will be in trouble with Angela over there. All right. Next, we'll take a few more.
Says, I'm in Georgia, just starting out. Getting an approximate pricing would be great.
Yep. So we just kind of talked about that too. If you missed it and just joined us, go back and watch the replay about pricing. I do have a whole series of price lists on videos on pricing. And then we actually just ran a few Georgia scenarios, so we won't go back because we're over time now. Can we do a couple more, Alexis?
Yeah, Sharia asked this earlier. Didn't Sharia take our loan signing course? How do you ladies?
Sharia took all of our courses.
Sharia, you in trouble. Go ahead.
Sharia, you in trouble. Go ahead and answer.
How do you ladies pay your witness when doing a signing order? Sharia, we talked about this.
Well, maybe we didn't talk about that, how to pay them, but Cash App, Cash.
Oh, literally how to pay them?
Yeah, how to pay them. I think how to pay them.
Yeah, cash or Zelle or however they
Cash App, however, yeah. Sometimes they might have to invoice you. So Cash App, Zelle, or Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, however you normally accept payment, they might send you an invoice. But normally my people, I either have cash or either I do most of the time I end up doing Cash App because I don't have that much cash. You know, I usually have like $30 on me so I can have some change for my clients. But yeah, I normally Cash App them. And then in my memo line, I just put witness, and then I write it in my journal that they were a witness, and I paid them, and I put it in my notary gadget, who my witness was and how much I paid them.
Yep.
That's the process for paying your witness. Okay. Next, we'll do a few more. We're almost at finish, I think, with the chat.
Yeah.
Okay. Danielle says, see, I think that is a scare tactic being used for some loan signing courses. They say EO does not cover the errors and omission does not cover the notary at the loan signing. Thank you, Kimmi.
And that those videos drive me insane because it's just not true. You can call the NNA yourself and they will tell you the same thing. It covers you every time you stamp as a notary. Okay, so we are pretty clear. I actually have a video on this also. If you want to go back and reference what we talked about, errors and omission insurance, what it covers and what it does not. I have an actual video on that, okay? And sometimes, let me say this too. If you're looking for a video, because it is over 200 in the search bar, type some keywords and it'll pop up on the channel, okay? Because sometimes people are text me and say, hey, where's that video at? Y'all know I ain't got time for that. Y'all know I ain't got time. That ain't proper English. I ain't got time for that. Now, what you can do is go to my channel and in the search bar, type in a few keywords and it's going to pop up for you, okay? Because I get that all the time too. What's the name of that video? Can you send me the link? I cannot. All right, y'all. What else?
All right. Helpful Hannah had 2 comments. This is like getting 3 thoughtless mentors for this time for free. Bless each of you for your service to our notary community. And then she said, this is like getting 3 of the most kind-hearted notaries around in one spot. Bless you all.
Oh, thank you, Hannah.
That is so sweet. How do we hang up and stop it from here? That touched my heart.
That is so sweet. For real. Thank you all.
We thank you. It's our pleasure.
Yes, for real.
Yeah, thank you guys. It's our pleasure for real. So don't be mad at us when y'all go back and watch the replay. It's all right.
Don't take it back.
Ooh, can we say this one real quick?
Yeah, actually hit those last few kind of quick.
Okay, signed by Kelsha. I hope I'm saying that right. E&O covers the stamp. Many title companies prefer you to have $1 million if you will be their direct person. So I always say, if you're going to go direct, you might want to get more. And in this case, she's saying that many prefer that you have more than just 25 or 50,000.
Right.
So,
and that's going to depend on where you are. California people normally tend to have closer to that $1 million mark.
Yep.
500,000 in California because everything out there is super high. If you're in little old Georgia, I've been working for years with my 25,000. So that's why, again, this is what kind of decision is it, guys?
A business.
Business. That's up to you and your business. My business, I got 25,000.
Exactly.
I'm in Georgia though. Next.
And she was just saying, therefore, they'll give you more business, and depends on the work they give you. They want to ensure enough coverage in the event of accidents, of course.
Very good. So get your $1 million. We're not mad at you.
Not at all. And she says, yes, I saw that in the Facebook group too. When I do some field inspections for car offers, I put them in the little book in the glove compartment.
So I'm not sure what you're referring to, but if you're talking about like a journal, I don't have it handy, but you might need to get my journal for your field inspection. Yeah, for your specialty notary work. I did create a journal, guys, just for your specialty work. There it is.
And I'm not just saying this, but I really love that journal.
I do too.
Thank you, guys.
I'm not just saying that.
So in that journal, thank you. I appreciate it, guys. And actually in the chat, the Facebook group, everybody loved it too. I really appreciate it. So in that journal, though, that's going to be for all your side stuff. Your ink fingerprinting, your apostille services, your field inspection, I-9. Yeah, you're right. All of that in that journal. And then your regular journals for your notarial acts.
I have to say something though. I almost messed up yesterday when I did an apostille. I love that journal so much. The first thing I do, I grab it because I have an apostille, but I forgot I had to notarize the document. So I have to put it in both, to notarize it. But yeah, so don't forget if you have a notary to put it in your journal.
Yeah, because that's a notarial act.
Yeah.
And then if you want to record the apostille transaction, because it's a place for you to put the country that it originated, and then a big space for you to write additional notes. So you can have the client sign it too. So I love that journal too, guys, I must say. And that came from you guys. Everybody kept asking me, where do I write my specialty work? Where do I write it? And I was like, well, you know what? You really want something separate for all your specialty stuff. And it's a really thin journal too. So it's not that heavy in addition to add to your bag. So next, let's get these last few questions.
All right, I'm going to kind of go through them. So Brian Shirley says, I even hand my cards out to workers at McDonald's, etc. when buying fast food.
Yeah, great idea.
Everybody needs a notary. Everybody needs a notary. Yeah,
exactly. S. Robert says, I cannot get the phone to work on Google My Business page. I'll check on Facebook.
Okay. So yeah, keep us posted.
Yeah. Signed. Oh man, refresh.
Signed by Cleisha?
Yeah, go. You see it.
You want me to read it?
All the way down. Oh no, I got it. Okay. This past weekend, I went to the airport and airdropped my business card digitally. That was cool. I wasn't doing any work on vacation, but wanted to test it out.
Oh, nice.
You know what? I have heard about people doing that too. So did you get any hits from that? I'm just curious. And Danielle says, can we give her the code for the courses? It's charging half price. So Danielle, if you're reading, I'll put the code right there in the little squares on the website. The coupon code is Notary, Notary, just plain old Notary, and that is good till June 30th. June 30th, the
3 days. 3 days.
Yeah, 3 more days. The courses are on sale for $24.50, and they will be going back up. Okay. Next.
All right, Michelle Poole says, can I join the Facebook group? Yes, Michelle.
Yes. Come on, Michelle.
Educators, make sure you filled out all those questions, the 4 questions. Make sure they're filled out.
Yes, 4 questions. Make sure y'all answer, okay? The last one is just, do you agree to the group rules? People always miss that one for some reason. Next.
Audrey Smitherman says, thank you guys. I really appreciate all you do for the notary business. I have to go.
All right.
Okay, Audrey.
Brian Shanley says, no, get a business number would be better. Some cell phone carriers will tell you how to do it. T-Mobile uses a digital app and it's affordable. Wow.
Oh,
or you can also
Brian dropping knowledge again.
Go ahead, Brian.
Brian also says, or you can also use Magic Jack.
Yes,
I didn't even know that
Magic Jack. Yeah, I used to have Magic Jack.
Yeah, that was back in the day. I do remember.
I didn't even know it was still out there. I
didn't know that either.
Thank you for those tips, guys. Magic Jack, check it out if you need a second line.
All things Nata Jane out in Cali. Hey.
Hey now.
She says, I just literally got a phone call to do a trust document. The realtor said it was 10 pages. I quoted a fee of $180. I hear Kimmi saying you are in Cali.
You in Cali, girl.
Go ahead, Nata G. You are in Cali, girl. We always tease her because we're like, you should be charging the most.
Yeah, Ty is also in Cali.
California, our California people and New York people, y'all should be making a killing, okay?
For real.
Next.
BAFU 99 says, I am getting a lot of debt settlement signings, which I am declining. I am not sure about it. Is it safe? Can you please talk about it?
I don't do it.
Honestly, they're not illegal, but it's just a matter if you want to add that to your business plan or not. I personally don't do them anymore. I've done one or two. Basically, it is maybe 2 or 3 notarizations, and you're actually doing a presentation with someone. Normally, they're trying to get out of debt. Maybe it's the last step before bankruptcy. It does put a big dent into their credit. So it's just something I chose not to be a part of anymore. But a lot of people do them very successfully all day. It's about an 18 to 20 page presentation. So again, I just choose not to do them, but if you want to, it's up to you. Next. Oh, we did the discount code. Where we at?
Yes. I'm at Robert. Yeah, everybody says thanks. Notary down south, so y'all so sweet. I enjoyed the meetup. Such a nice warm welcome. Southern hospitality at its best.
Notary down south is nice. She knows she our girl.
S. Robert says, do you think the state will never revise the fee to current times?
Well, we're not even worried what they do because we know how to price appropriately, right? So if you need some help on how to price, not being disrespectful to your question, but a lot of times I've heard other people tell me, well, you need to focus on helping get your state fees, this and this and that. I'm not worried about what the state of Georgia is doing. I'm worried about what Kim is doing. So I read my handbook. I see what's my workaround. And my workaround right now, they say $2, but they also say you could charge a travel fee. So that's my workaround, right? So I'm getting my money. They telling you what to do. We just got to read between the lines.
There you go. Read
between the lines. They said $2, but you can charge a travel fee.
And also, and get your notary signing agent through NNA and take the course with Alexis, and you can also be a signing agent. You still can make money through doing loan documents, loan modifications, whatever the signing company sent out to you.
Yep.
Next.
All right. I don't know how to pronounce it. The Adosia White.
Theodosia.
Patiently waiting for apostille.
It's coming. Join the Facebook group.
She also says you guys rock. Jermaine says, is this the after party? I just came back in.
Yeah, Jermaine, this is the after party.
Yeah, Jermaine, this is the after party.
Yeah, we stayed out super late tonight, Jermaine. We was all riled up from earlier today. I had a piece of chocolate cake too, guys. I'm gonna be up all night, so I said y'all might as well stay with me. That caffeine will be in my system for 3 weeks. All right, I know Angela Alexis but I did not, so I'm ready to go. Okay, hold on, we gonna answer this last question, right?
It's only a few more comments. Okay, go ahead. Facebook, we already talked about the courses. Sharia says, "Thank you all for the shout out, ladies." The Adosia White says, but if one signing direct with title companies pays for 1 million E&O insurance, you're winning.
Yeah.
Brian Shanley says, I also want to add a real blessing to have access to 3 of you. Knowledge is power for sure. Shout out to Kimmi, Angela, and Alexis.
Oh, thank you, Brian.
Brian. Cheerleader too.
Brian be dropping some knowledge in the group.
Brian do be dropping knowledge.
Yeah.
I love our Facebook group. And I'm going to say this really quick because I know we've been on here for a minute. But everybody, shout out to Alexis because she is the one that made us.
She had been talking to us about this Facebook group.
She said, "You need a Facebook group. You need a Facebook group." Because we had a private group before that.
And she was like, "We need to get rid of this and get a Facebook group."
Yeah, I'm like, we need a Facebook group for us.
But I'll say this too, Kim, adding to what you were saying is that I'm a member of a couple of Facebook groups. I'm not over there a lot, but it's all positive here. I read other Facebook group and they trashing each other. They saying mean things to people when they say something and they don't have to. And so I really appreciate you guys being supportive to each other, making the Facebook group a good environment, a family environment. Because if you do that, we will kick you out. But anyway, you guys are doing amazing. But you are doing amazing, and we really appreciate you guys being kind to each other.
Yeah, so please continue to share your knowledge. It is so appreciated because if we cannot answer the three of us, we already know because I go back and double check the comments. I'm like, okay, they got it right or whatever. So I make sure that you don't have bad information. But so far, I mean, people are really doing amazing things in Notary Educators. I mean, we just could not be more proud. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Okay, next, let's keep going. Thank you, Brian.
Now I'm really gonna roll the rest of these out.
Okay, go ahead, Alexa. I'm gonna shut up.
Signed by Keisha says, no, at this point, no hit, but I sent it, and everywhere I go now, I will continue to airdrop and notify you if it helps increase my business. Thank you. Signed by Keisha also says, I have an Android phone, but my iPad was connected to the Wi-Fi, and the idea just sparked in my head to do it, so I did. Very easy to do as well.
Very good. Very good.
Also,
Keisha.
See, I knew it wasn't Keisha.
I was saying Keisha.
Okay.
Cool.
In Texas, I don't charge the $6 fee either. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Now, one thing about Texas, Miss Keisha, let me say this because see, $6 is more than $2, right? So that's why your screening questions are going to be very important because you might have somebody with 10 documents, and that means you automatically get $60 per your state, right? So your screening questions are going to be very important. So if I got a client, just to go over this really quick, and we are getting ready to wrap up, you got a client with 10 documents, that's $60 off the bat. So I'm going to get my $60 for my 10 documents plus my travel fee.
Right.
You see, so in your case, that's why it's so notary by notary, state by state, as far as pricing is concerned.
Ask
so I'm
questions.
not leaving $60 on. Questions equal money. If you guys have not seen my mugs, check out the mugs. Questions equal money. That's over on my website.
I would have had mine.
Yeah, but I got some cute notary mugs too I made. And one of the sayings is questions equal money. So you get that mug. I think everybody need that mug so y'all can see questions equal money in your face every day when you drink your tea or coffee.
I got mine. That's why I be making the money.
Yeah.
That's a daily reminder. Questions equal money.
It really is.
It's more than one saying out there, but check out the mugs too. Next.
Brian says it's a matter of proper verbiage when it comes to that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, how you word everything. Yes, it's so important. Mm-hmm.
Tamika Gray says not 3 weeks. Laughing. Jermaine 8 says way to go, Alexis. Terry C, yes, Angela agree. Sheila says awesome ladies, love seeing my sisters working together.
Yes, we're gonna do that. We're gonna all work together. Yes, our whole notary educators is working together, and I love it. We got people from all races, all ages, all states, everything. That's how the world should be. But we ain't gonna go there right now.
I think we got people from like 28 states.
Really? Very good. Okay, let's wrap it up. What's the next couple ones?
Signed by Keisha says, absolutely, I love the positivity and the help and kindness of others in this group. And Brian Shanley says, you're all are welcome.
All right, guys. Well, we hit every comment. I'm going to check Facebook really quick. Let me make sure we ain't missed nothing in Facebook. Let me refresh really, really quick because we don't want our Facebook people mad at us. Hold on. And of course, they don't want to refresh. Hold on.
They were showing up over here too, Kim.
Okay, good. We got everybody. Yeah. Okay, very good. Well, guys, as always, it is our pleasure at Notary Educators. Again, please be our friend, even if you watch the replay. We love you all. And I'm going to say good night, and I'll let Angela and Alexis take it home.
Good night, you guys. It's been great. I'm so glad to be back, and I won't be missing next time either. So thank you so much. It's our pleasure to be here tonight to answer your questions. And I hope you really enjoyed the first part because We just trying to help you.
That's it. That's it.
All with love, y'all. All with love. Much success. Alexis?
Yeah, just thank you all again. I hope you all have a good week. And remember, too, the courses, the one-on-one courses are still on sale until the 1st.
Oh, yeah.
For the $149, you're getting one-on-one training. And then Kimmi's courses, half off, $24.50 for all 4. So take advantage.
Good night, you guys.
Good night, everybody.
Take care. Have a good week.
Okay.